Hey there, welcome back to my channel. I'm here with another plan with me in my 52 weeks of Halloween planner, but this time we are going over the November horror box. Yes, I'm so excited for this. We have an item over here. We have all of our items here. I'm flipped to the correct week that I need to be in November, and that's how it's going. So let me show you how this last week went. Sorry, I'm trying to get to it. Okay, so there is this what it, yeah, that's what it is. This is how this last week went. Lots of Mortys, some booze in here, lots of fun functional scripts happening, digging it, totally digging it. So we're gonna jump all the way to November, and we are gonna lay this down for November 20th through the 26th, which is the week of Thanksgiving, and we'll go through this. So first up, all boxes will receive the items that I'm about to show. You will have 2 things of washi, 15 millimeter and a 10 millimeter. I like to use these, if you've noticed. So let me go back to the last week. I like to use them in the bottom like this. And then I use the actual bottom washi in the kit for my monthly, which I really love. So you have a foiled one here, and this is more of a lighter gold foil, which I think matches everything just a heck of a lot more. And then you have your patterns going on here. So definitely stuff that you can use again, especially this one. Like this one is really versatile. So we have those, and then we will have the washi card. Okay, so everybody gets a washi card every month. These are aluminum washi cards, so they're really great for tearing your washi. You can also wrap your washi around it. So we have that. And then this month we have, well, there's always die cuts, but the amount varies. And this month we have, I believe it's 5 die cuts. So there's die cut number 1, number 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oops, sorry, 5. So we have that. You then get the date dots, squiggles, and B6 washi. And I like to save the date dots for my monthly, so I pull in my other date dots that I have for this. And then here is the kit and the journaling kit. So here are your full pages that you have. Thanksgiving dinner, you know, the horror way, right? Here's the bottom washi. The bottom washi is the same pattern as this washi, so you definitely get a lot more fall pumpkin-y vibes going on with it. Okay, there is page 2, page 3, page 4, with your half boxes and third boxes. You've got your infamous functional sheet going on here. More functional boxes, pattern functional boxes, date covers and glitter headers, and then we move into the journaling kit, which I love the colors of the journaling kit. And how much fun is that box right there? So much fun. And there are all of your washi strips. So that is what we have. So let's go ahead and show the last thing that everybody is going to get. And I'm really excited about this one. So when it comes to some of the extras that we give, like that we add into the box that aren't normal things, that we do in the shop, it's always been fun to be like, okay, what are we gonna do? Like we've done cups, this time we're doing towels, we've done mouse pads, what else have we done? We've done mugs, we've had albums, you know, all of these things are just so much fun to think about. And when it came to Thanksgiving, I was like, well, what's something that can go with Thanksgiving? And it's like, okay, what do we do? What do we do? And that's a really hard one because for some of the months, it's been very easy to figure out. And for other parts of the months or other months, it's been very difficult to figure out and stuff. And I finally settled on doing like a towel, a tea towel. So these are like the ones that you can hang up on your oven door handle, or you can do on in your bathroom, hanging them up on your round rack that you have there, your towel rack. And I was like, but it has to be family oriented, but scary. Like we got to horrify it somehow. And I knew that I wanted to do towels, but I didn't know if I wanted to do, say, like this image, like an image like this, and then a saying down below or whatnot. And I finally decided on doing, you know, what if we do like a family rules type thing? That way we're still tying in the character, like the horror stuff, but then it's still also family. So as you can tell, we definitely had some fun with this. So you've got kind of all of just some of the rules that, you know, our horror characters live by. And I'm loving the ode to, you know, want to play a game. Like that's really fun. So we had a lot of fun doing this. And so, yeah, so everybody will get a sublimated tea towel in their box this month. So yeah, I'm excited. All right, let's get going. And I figured that that's like a really functional thing that you can use in your house, right? You can, put it in your, Halloween, like decor box, if you have one. And bring it out at Halloween time and keep it up through Thanksgiving, or you can keep it up all year long and rotate it through your, just with your laundry cycles and everything. And every once in a while it just pops up in the kitchen or pops up in the bathroom. So it is a microfiber towel. So they're super, super soft, and it's got this, what is called waffle weave. So they're really, really great for dusting as well. So I'm just thinking on the practical side of the holiday seasons, you know, everybody has to have something to be able to wipe their hands on during those months, whether you're washing your hands 500 times because you're cooking, or, you know, you are like one of my kids and get so excited and need like that type of thing on your lap to keep all the food at bay. So, you know, all the food that gets spilled because you're so excited, you shoveling it in your mouth so fast, but can't do it fast enough, and you want to go back for seconds before it's all gone. But yeah, so I hope you love it. I had fun creating it. I had fun coming up with the design, and can you believe it? This is our second to last box. Next month will be the last box of this, and I'm really, really excited for it. So yeah, I think it's gonna be and I have a really good idea for the little like sublimated item that's going to be in there. I think it's gonna be fun. I have ideas. We have to test some things out, but I have ideas. Okay, so alrighty. Let's talk about how this week has been going. So I'm a little bit late to the party on filming this, which is fine. It's just one of those things that it has been the longest and quickest week. I don't know how quite that happens, but it's happened. And I am like not ready for the week to be over, but then at the same time I'm like, I need the week to be over. It's just that whole mode. So we have had something going on every single night so far this week. And normally that, I don't think I'm going to use these this time. I'm going to hold off for just a second. But normally, you know, my weeks are pretty well scheduled out. I only have a couple nights a week where I need to be somewhere. But this was the week that like our homeschool co-op started. So we were gone all day and came home exhausted. Although our homeschool co-op day flew by. I was like, by the time all of a sudden I was like, oh wow, we're getting ready to go to lunch. That's insane. And the kids had a great time, and we were just busy. I've had meetings. We've had, I'm trying to think what else. Like I can't even sit here and tell you exactly what happened on Monday, what happened on Tuesday, what happened on Wednesday, what's happening today. I'm like, I really hope that I wrote it all down in my other planner. I'm pretty sure that I did. But I'm just like, I'm sitting here and I'm like, what am I going to talk about? Because I don't remember what I did on Monday, but I know it was a very, very busy day. And I know that Tuesday was a very busy day and we had meetings that evening, and I had meetings last night, and stuff. And then I was busy texting people, checking in on people. And yeah, I'm just like, where is the time going? Where is it going? Because I am not ready for this. Okay, where's my date dots? There they are. What day did I say that? 20th through the 26th. Okay. So yeah, I mean, it's just been go, go, go. And we have so much to do. I still have so much to do before I have to go to dance tonight. And I'm like, how is this all going to be done? Yeah, it's just, everything is just piling up. And it's just the season of life. It's just the season of life. But my kids had a blast on Tuesday. They started their own after co-op hours club, and they're starting that. So we do stay extra. So instead of cleaning up and then leaving, we will be staying an extra little bit for them to do that. But the drive isn't too bad. Like the drive from where we are at to get there isn't too bad. So it's not like it's long enough for anybody to take a nap. Although I'm sure coming up, like I start talking about a nap and now I want to yawn. I hate that. But you know, we get home, the kids are excited, and then it's go, go, go for getting dinner done. And I'm just like, oh. Yeah, and vault sale starts next week. And so there's just other added extra little things into the mix of it all. PPC sale starts next week. PPC sale starts next week. Oh my gosh. Wow, that's insane. Starting to think stuff for Black Friday. Getting all of the rest of our books unpacked. You know, we've got the schoolroom. I'd say the schoolroom is 75% done. So the kids have been doing stuff. So we are, but not to what I would say. I'm like, okay, we are right into it. And I really don't feel that way until I actually start lesson planning. But they have been actually into it and doing stuff for a hot minute now. So, you know, trying to give myself some grace. And then they are just busy. God, see, I'm saying a lot because I'm like, what am I forgetting? I don't know. I've been so busy, yet I can't think of anything to say. It's such an awful predicament to be in. Okay, let's take a look here. How did I do October's spread? Okay, so I did a combination of stickies and doodles. I think we're gonna do the patterns and solids, I think is what we're gonna keep to on this. And we're just gonna work our way down of doing everything. How does that sound? I think that sounds like a really good plan. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's see. The biggest news that we have. So my oldest son is very much into Taekwondo. He's been training for 6-7 years now. He has a first-degree black belt. We have had to change schools a couple of times, and that's just due to moving. But every time we have changed schools, the instructors are very much like, yeah, they're not going to lose their belts. And one of the things when it comes down to, you know, Taekwondo, and really kind of like any sport is, you know, do they have, you know, like the certifications, and martial arts is a little bit different than a lot of other things. And so one of the things when it comes to Taekwondo is making sure that you know what? Let's do these down here. We're going to do those down here. That is what I'm going to do. So we're going to kind of skip ahead just a minute. Just because I know this is going to alternate this way. So, but, you know, Taekwondo is one of those things that is an Olympic sport, and to get into, you know, for it to be an Olympic sport has to have like governing rules and boards, and so that everybody who trains also knows, you know, like if I go to one school and come back to a different school, I know that I am going to train the same. Does that make sense? Like the what is it called? Oh, it's sitting right in front of my face. But basically like the pathway to getting to your next belt is the same no matter like what school do you go to, because the curriculum is the same, so to speak. And so with that comes, you know, having to have those certifications and the coaches and trainers being certified in this and everything. And we have had a very hard time finding those studios here where we've just moved. A lot of them are, so there's actually two different governing associations. There's what is called WTF and there's what is called ITF. Don't worry about it. It's confusing, all of that. But WTF is the one that the Olympics follows. So if you have somebody who wants to be on a path to Olympics and in Taekwondo, they would want to follow WTF. The ones that we have here are ITF. So the training is a little bit different and stuff. So we have those to contend with, and my son is very much wanting to continue his training and to move forward in progressing in black belts. And so he knows that he has to have these instructors that are qualified for this and doing this. So I digress a little bit. We searched. We searched, you know, even into St. Louis, into Kansas City. And they went to go look at a couple of the studios and they weren't thrilled with them. And stuff. And so then they, you know, started looking elsewhere, and we decided, well, let's start looking outside. I mean, we live in, you know, the southwest corner of Missouri, so it's very easy to get to Arkansas. It's very easy to get into Oklahoma, and stuff. And so they went and searched and found a studio in Oklahoma, in Tulsa specifically, that they like, and we thought we were going to do them, and then we looked at their pricing and they weren't willing to budge on their pricing, and we were kind of like, well, we're not going to be here every week. This is an every other week thing for us. And they wouldn't budge on their pricing and they wouldn't move, and so we were kind of like, I don't know, because that's something that is pretty important to us, is that the pricing is there for, and I get what they're trying to do, but we're not trying to get a lower price and coming 3 times a week. We are literally going to be there 4 times a month. And they wanted to also do 3-year contracts. And I was like, no, we cannot do 3-year contracts, because our oldest will be 18 next year, and things can change. Things can easily change, and he may not be able to go. And then we're stuck in this contractual obligation of paying this money, and him not being able to go. So we're kind of like, I don't know how we quite feel about this, and stuff, but we'll go back out. And then they went to this other one that they weren't able to visit on their first trip, and they walked in and it was a game changer. And they talked you know, with the owner. The owner has actually a few different studios and is actually looking at moving a studio over here to the Springfield area, which kind of like was like, oh, really? Okay. I got your number. But they were willing to work and be like, okay, yeah, we're willing to work on pricing because you're not going to be here all that often. And likewise, you're already a first degree black belt. So we're pretty much just, you know, fine tuning everything and getting you ready to go up for your second degree and then, you know, third degree, fourth degree, all that stuff. So they worked with us on pricing based upon us how often we would be going out there, which I was extremely grateful for. And my son loves it. He loves it so much. And we got a text message from his trainer that there is a competition happening that's in the national circuit. And he really wants our son to compete nationally. And get him on the national track. And then said, you know, because all Taekwondo studios have a performing team, a competitive team and stuff. And we were on one when we were down in Bay City. And they wanted him to be on one when we were down in Harlingen, but we didn't have the time for that. And they asked if he wanted to be on the competition performing team here at this new studio. And we're like, well, you know, what does that mean? How much more are we going to have to come? They're like, you don't have to come any more than you already do because your son will pick this up very, very quickly. Like we've already seen him train, and it's going to be no additional cost. So we were extremely thankful for that. And so, yeah, so now we are starting to enter the competition circuit with one of our kids for this. And I'm like, well, I better get cracking to making some more planners. I better come out with some more layouts. I better come out with some more things because it sounds like there's going to be some traveling in our future. And primarily there's going to be traveling for my husband and my oldest because they'll be the ones to go so that I can still take care of everything that needs to be taken care of here. But I figured I'd share that news with you guys, with you all, and hopefully you're as invested as I am in, you know, my kids' future, and any kids' future, like just cheering them on, wishing them luck, all that kind of stuff, right? Because he has put in a lot of hours and a lot of work. And with us moving so often, we were worried that we weren't going to find studios, that we weren't going to be able to do some of this stuff. And so I'm really thankful for that. So I'm just going to get a little sappy here. Every time you guys watch a video, every time you guys give me a thumbs up, every time you give comments, things like that, just know that it is helping. It's not helping me because everything that pretty much happens here with Avalon and Ninth, I put directly either back into the business, back into the community, or directly related to my children. So know that that's where your likes, your love, your support is going to. And everything. So I'm just getting a little sappy. That's all. I'm just getting a little touchy-feely because I'm really, really proud of him for sticking with it and doing all of this hard work. And then my other two boys have decided they don't want to do Taekwondo anymore. They both earned their first degree black belts. They're fine with that. They don't want to pursue anymore. They want to do something else. So we have been looking at jiu-jitsu, and we've been looking at judo studios. We have tried to find we have looked at some karate studios, and they just have kind of been not what we're really looking for. But then, you know, it's just vibes, just like, and scheduling. Oh my goodness, the schedules for everything scheduling is one of the really hardest things to do when you have multiple kids, because if you have kids that have to be everywhere all the time, it's really hard to figure out who's taking who's going a little bit early, who's going to have to stay late, all of these things, right? So we're looking, you know, at all those schedules. And so the two other boys have wanted to participate in another form of martial arts, and the one that can work with our schedule the best is going to be a judo class. And so they are going to be starting judo, which, once again, why do my kids have to pick sports that are in the Olympics? Because I'm like, guys, come on, let's pick something else. But also at the same time, I'm kind of like, hey, let's do it. If you guys want to do it and you want to put forth the effort, go for it, because it's there. I mean, yeah, you need talent, but also a lot of hard work goes into, even if you never decide you want to try out for Olympic teams, you have this hard work, this determination to get to these competition areas. Like, it's all good, you guys. It's all good. So that is, our life is about to be so much different, that's for sure. So, but yeah, that was the biggest news as far as the kids. And because we do homeschool, I do feel that we have the ability, we have the flexibility to be able to be like, okay, yeah, we can do this, and stuff. So it does mean that everybody is having to pick up in other areas. So we have had those very deep conversations with the kids of like, hey, if somebody is at practice and it's not your night for practice, you need to help out by ensuring, you know, not only your laundry is done, but the house is picked up, that the dogs are taken care of, that the cat is taken care of, and we're all going to split these responsibilities. So when Aiden is gone, he's gonna, we're gonna pick up his chores on those days that he's gone. When myself and my daughter are gone for evenings of dance, the kids are gonna pick up the slack with the dogs and ensuring that the dogs are fed and taken care of. So there's like all of these little things that, like, if we're gonna do this isn't just one person doing it. It is a family affair happening. All of the family is participating. All of the family will be there to cheer the other people on, all that stuff. And I really did luck out with some really great children, because they've all been so super supportive of one another and ensuring that, like, hey, that's his goal, we're gonna help him reach it. So I definitely lucked out in the kid lottery. So, I'm not gonna turn a blind eye to that one, because I'm very much aware that they are very great kids in that regard. So, all right, we are finishing it up. I'm getting super sappy, which you guys are probably like, okay, stop talking now. Stop talking and let's do some planning. However, well, I already know what we're going to be doing this week. I cook Thanksgiving dinner every year. However, I don't know who we're inviting this year. All of our years have usually been military members, or, if we have missionaries available, we'll invite them over. So I don't know who it's going to be this year. We're going to have to figure it out. And stuff, but either way, I'm gonna cook a vast, huge meal, and stuff. So I do know what this week will be in regards to everything, but I'm not laying anything down at the moment. And it's also gonna be Black Friday weekend, which, yay, Black Friday is gonna be here. I'm so excited. We have so many things that we want to do for Black Friday, and I think it's every shop owner every shop owner is like, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this. And honestly, it is just time. A lot of it is just being able to have the time to do stuff. Why did I put shenanigans down? I don't know why I put shenanigans down. Let's see. Okay, so I should have technically done 4 of these. That probably would have been easier. But I think we'll do like this one and this one will be chores. Like the skinnier ones will be chores. It's fine that it's split up. It's not that big of a deal. And I think we'll do this one. We're going to make it feeding time. I knew that I didn't want to do shenanigans, but I was talking and got just into the habitual mode of just laying down the stickers that I normally lay down. But yeah, back to this. And I need to find the other box because I do know we have to have a box for writing down the week. But let's get a glitter header. Let's get a glitter header. So let's do this one. And I know I'll use a habit tracker. So, but yeah, shop owners, we want to do this, we want to do that, we want to do this, we want to do that. And that's great, grand, and wonderful. But we also have to be reined in with expectations and reality. So I do have a huge long list of things that I definitely want to do for Black Friday. How much of it will actually get done, I'm not entirely sure, just because it's just one of those things. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do 2 habit trackers here. I'm not exactly sure what they'll be for, but we'll figure it out. Okay, we are done with our Thanksgiving week using our Thanksgiving horror box and our 52 weeks of Halloween planner. We're pretty darn golden. And look at this, you guys. Look, there are 2 pages that I didn't touch a single stick. I mean, I lifted that, but I didn't put them down. Look at that. There's still so much more. I'm going to have so much more to work with on my monthly, and that actually kind of makes me excited. All right, so this box is available. You can get it, and they'll be available until they sell out. That's just kind of how it's going to work. So if you're looking for a fun and unique Thanksgiving type of thing, it's a little bit quirky, a little bit different, I got your number because it's right here. All right, so if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you for listening to me kind of gush about my son there for a little bit. And thank you guys all for your support and everything. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye now.